Hello friends, welcome to this course on NX. In this lecture, we will continue with sketch modeling and we will know about next command, that is trim and extend. So with this trim and extend, we can trim or delete any sketch. And so you can find this option. So right now I am in sketch mode. So I go to the sketch curve, click on this arrow, and here you can see the option quick trim and then quick extend. So we will learn about them. So before using this trim option, first of all we need to create some sketch. So let's say I go to the rectangle tool, select rectangle, I go to center rectangle, draw the center as origin, select sketch origin and draw a rectangle like this. So I can take this rectangle of any dimension and then press escape. Now I want to delete or trim the lines of this rectangle. For this we have many options in NX. Now first thing we can do is using the keyboard. Let's say I want to delete this line. So just left click onto this line and then here we can see the option that is delete, and the shortcut key for this, it is highlighting Ctrl+D. So we can delete this from here, click on this delete, and now we can see the line is deleted. Similarly, if I select this line and then press the delete key from the keyboard, we can also delete the line. I undo this, so press Ctrl+Z. Also we can use the quick trim option. So sometimes we have a complex sketch. In those types of situation, we need to use the trim option. So go to this option of trim. Here select this quick trim. Now in this quick trim dialog window, it is showing boundary curve and curve to trim. So right now I am leaving this option of boundary curve and just focus on curve to trim. So click on this curve to trim and then we need to select the curve which we want to trim. So let's say I want to trim this curve. So select this line and now we can see this line is trimmed. Similarly, once again I can select this line. So we can select multiple lines and we can trim them. I click close, press Ctrl+Z to undo all. Once again I go to quick trim. So go to quick trim from here. The shortcut key for the quick trim is T. So we can press the T from the keyboard. So go to quick trim. Also what we can do, I can hold down the left click of the mouse and when I hold down we can see a pen is highlighting. So when I drag this pen onto any curve, that curve will be deleted. So here we can see in this way we can drag it. So with this option we can quickly trim the curves. So here we can see we can trim the curves. So I click close from here. Now let's create some complex sketch. So I go to curves and here I will draw multiple curves. So let's say I draw curve like this and then so I don't want to show all these dimensions here. So go to more options and then click on this display sketch auto dimensioning. So right now this option is selected, I have to uncheck on this and then continue making the arcs. So once again I want to create some intersecting arcs. So here these arcs are intersecting like this. Similarly one more arc like this and then press escape. Now here we can see in these types of situation, when two sketches intersect with each other, in these types of situation we can define any curve as a boundary. So go to quick trim. Now let's say I want to trim this horizontal curves. Now to trim these horizontal curves, I have to select the boundary curve. So first of all select the boundary curves. So I select this curve as boundary and select this curve as a boundary. Now go to curve to trim. Now with respect to these curves, I want to trim these curves. And here we can see the color of boundary curves has been changed. It is now light green. Now just select the curve which we want to trim. So let's say I want to trim this curve. So I can trim it here. Select the curve one by one and we can trim it. Click close. So in this way we can use the boundary curve when two curves are intersecting with each other. So with this quick trim, we have one more option that is called quick extend. Click on this option. So with this quick extend, we can extend any curve to any reference curve. So let's say I go to this boundary curve. I select this curve as the boundary and then go to curve to extend. And I want to extend this curve, so click on this curve. Now we can see the curve is extended. Similarly, select this curve and this curve. Click close, and here we can see we have extended the curves. So in this way we can use this quick extend option. Hello friends, welcome to this sketching module in NX. In this lecture we will learn how to insert text into the sketches. So basically text are added into the sketches to provide additional information about the profile or any drawing. Now we can insert the text here. Go to menu, insert. So before that, right now I am in the sketch mode. I have already selected a datum plane. So after that, go to menu, insert, then go to curve, and in the bottom we can see the option of text. So select this text from here. So inside this text we have three options: planar, curve, or any face. So right now I'm selecting planar because we have already selected a plane. So select this planar. Below this we can see text properties. Here we need to define the text properties. So first of all we need to type in the text that we want to insert. So before that we need to make a uncheck on this reference text and then insert the text. So here type in your text. So let's say I want to type in Siemens NX. Now go to the font style. Here you can specify the type of font you want. So if I click on this arrow, we can see we have multiple options to select the font style, just like we select the Microsoft Word and Microsoft Office. So these are all the similar options. So I am taking this Arial as a default, and then we can specify the script for this. So NX has multiple scripts like Western, Baltic, and Central European, etc. So you can specify any of this. I'm selecting Western, and then font style. So we have regular, italic, bold, bold, italic. So right now we can see there is a check on this kerning option. So with this kerning option we can specify a gap between the text, and there is a check on this create bounding box curves. So right now I'm making a uncheck on them, and I will specify the difference between them. And then we need to specify the anchor location. So right now I'm selecting this as a default middle center. Now in the anchor location, so basically to specify the location of the text we need to select a coordinate system. Now click on this coordinate system, take the mouse here and click in somewhere. So let's say I click here. Now to specify the location of the text we can use point, or we can specify the coordinate system. So it is better to use the point. Take the mouse here and click in somewhere, and here we can see the preview of the text. Now inside this text I go to the arrow of dimensions. So inside this dimension I can specify some value to the length, height, scale, and shear angle. So this length is complete angle. This height, let's say I select this value 50, and now we can have a better preview of the text. We can specify the scale value and then the shear value. So scale value is basically the ratio, and when I specify the shear angle, so let's say this angle is 15, press enter, all the text will rotate to angle of 15 degree. So right now select this value as 0, press enter and click OK. And here we can see we have inserted the text. So I go to this text from here, right click and go to edit parameters. So here I can make some changes into this. So I can go to this anchor location. With this anchor location we can specify the location of this coordinate system. So when I select the top left, the coordinate will come to this top left. Similarly we have top center, middle left, etc. So we can specify with respect to the location of the text we want. So I'm selecting middle center, and when I select this option of use kerning space, make a check on this and click OK. So with this option basically all the text will become separate. Here we can see the text are now separate. Go to this text option, double click on this, I can also insert a bounding box. So click on this arrow, just make a check on this, click OK. Now we can see we have a bounding box. Now the second type of text we can insert is with respect to curve. So I go to this text, right click and delete this. Go to the sketch once again, select the XY plane and click OK. Now go to menu, insert. So before this we need to create a reference curve. So let's say I go to arc option and draw any arc. So take any arc of any dimension, draw the arc like this, close, and then go to menu, insert, curve, and then go to text. Here I will select on curve. So first thing it is asking us to specify the curve. So I select this curve and here we can insert the text. After that we can specify the similar properties like font type, font script, font style, etc. Now we can see there is an option of anchor location. So right now the location is specified with respect to center, left and right. So I am taking this as a center. So percentage parameter is percentage length. So see, right now this is at the center. It means it is at 50% to the length. So when I specify some different value, let's say this is 40, percentage parameter will come at 40% of the length. After that, we can also use the reverse direction. When I select the reverse direction, the text will come down to the bottom. So I can reverse the direction from here once again. And we can see there is option of offset. So when I insert some value of the offset, so let's say this value is 10, press enter, the text will be offset from the curve. So right now I'm selecting this offset as 0 and click OK. So in this way we can create the text with respect to any curve.